Welcome back to You Betcha Radio Podcast, the coldest podcast in all the Midwest. I'm Miles, the You Betcha guy, here with Ryan, the T-shirt guy. We are live. We are presented by Ice Mountain. We're back, baby. It's a new year.
About to be.
It is. Wait.
It's a new year.
It is a new year.
It's a new year.
Hey.
Does this come out on New Year's Day?
It's like right before New Year's, the ball drops.
If you are the...
Okay, well, let's count it down. If you're listening to this, the ball's about to drop. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Happy New Year,
Happy New
everybody.
Year.
Yeah.
Jared, you trying to kiss or what?
Come here, Ryan.
Guys, so much tongue.
Oh,
Put the
that was
mistletoe
hot. That
on the
was
ceiling.
hot.
Ooh.
That was hot.
Happy New Year, guys. We made it to 20025.
Wow.
20025.
Yeah, 2025.
Hey, we quarter of a century spent in this millennia.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we're from the 1900s, guys.
We are.
I hate to break it.
Yeah,
to
that's
us.
kind of crazy to think
We're
about.
1900s guys. So how you guys feeling about the new year?
I mean, if I had to describe how I'm feeling, I'd probably be like New Year, New Me. I was thinking something like that just popped into my head.
New year, new you.
Yeah.
Well, every single year we try and go new year, new us.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yep.
And Jared reminded us that we did some New Year's resolutions last year.
Yep, we did.
So, without any further ado, we are going to revisit our New Year's resolutions from 2024, and then we're going to set some New Year's resolutions for 2025. So,
Mhm.
Jared, remind the listeners, because we all remember what we
Mhm.
said
Yeah.
last year.
Yeah.
Remind the listeners of what our New Year's resolution. We'll give a little update.
Okay, I'll start with you, Miles.
Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Miles is going to lose 3 pounds in 2024.
Yeah.
Boom. Done.
Wait,
Wow,
wait.
Crushed.
How much did you lose?
Probably 30 to 40 pounds.
New Year's resolution failed. You said 3 pounds.
He
didn't say
crushed
more.
the New Year's resolution.
He didn't
Yeah.
say at least 3
I
pounds.
Smashed it. No, yeah, that'd have been funny. Do it like a UFC weigh-in.
Yeah.
Like have to drop it.
Yeah, exactly on the your championship weight.
You said you were going to
Whatever.
gorge yourself before you weighed in for the first time.
Oh, I
Cheat the system.
probably definitely did. Yeah, then you wouldn't have to change anything.
Right.
You just gotta take a dump.
Just don't shit, drink a bunch of water, and eat a bunch of food right before you weigh in.
Ryan said you're going to go to Paradiso and gorge yourself.
Oh, yeah, chips are free dinner extra.
Hit it. Paradiso.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God, I went to a Mexican restaurant the other night and I felt like I was going to throw up. I ate so many chips.
It just what an unbelievable move by the Mexican restaurants. No one's ever left a Mexican restaurant feeling hungry.
No,
Ever.
God, no.
Yeah.
No, you still have leftovers.
And
too.
that's why we keep going back. It's like, wow, last thing I remember is I was nice and full and happy.
Satisfied customers 100% of the time.
Let's think about the Japanese too. Is with the sushi restaurants, is you never leave with an empty stomach at all.
So good.
Did that last week too.
Why? Because you go sushi before the main course, or what?
No, sushi is the main course.
No, I know. So why do you? I'm confused how that correlates to the chip thing for the Mexican restaurants.
It was just just another another ethnicity that they have restaurants that you never leave hungry from.
I suppose barbecue restaurants are kind of the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, same with Texas.
But like
too.
Texas Roadhouse, you always feel good because you eat so many buns.
That's
you know,
good.
like
Yeah, we have Luke
Olive
Texas in
Garden.
there
kind
as
of
well.
where we're Olive Garden.
Okay, yeah, and the Italy, yeah. the
No,
thing
I will
about
have
the
to say
Italians
though
is
that I do that. I will get a sushi roll as like an appetizer at a Chinese Japanese restaurant, and then eat the main course, and I always feel full.
I mean, like miso soup is the breadstick of
Yeah.
sushi
Yeah, yeah.
places.
yeah, and a connie salad usually,
Yeah.
maybe some edamame.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, the Italians and those Texans, they sure do it up as well.
Italians and Texans.
So you ate out twice last week.
Mexican restaurant was 2 weeks ago. Sushi was
Gotcha.
last week. This
Follow-
week will be Texan restaurant.
Texan.
Follow-up question. Did you have a DC?
No.
Don't lie.
No, I didn't. I can't drink pop when I can't drink pop when I eat sushi because I get too full.
Dude, I'm totally with you. I can't eat because I think it fucks with the flavor of the sushi.
No, I agree.
yeah.
You gotta have a piece of ginger in between to cleanse the palate.
Yeah, I don't like that. I
It
just
is-
water.
It has gotta be exhausting being you having so many stipulations for yourself.
Well, yeah, and it's easy for me though because they're already just ingrained. They're ingrained in my head. However, now I think drinking water with sushi, the rice absorbs the water, and then I get super full as well. So I might just start having
Go dry.
these. I could go dry, or I just have a little rice wine, little
Sake,
pincher of that.
Why don't you have a little sake?
Could have a little sake too. Yeah, I didn't bring the bottle around. Wasn't hibachi, but that's fine. So yeah.
Miles crunches the numbers and has to lose 0.008 pounds per day. Quote, I'm going to eat 29 less calories per day. Miles feels burdened with it because it's a leap year.
Which I
feel
understand.
what?
Burden.
A burden because it's a leap year.
Because I had to do one extra day of
Yeah.
eating 29 less calories. Yeah, it was a tough year, 2024, with that extra day in there. But I powered through.
And Miles, your other one was Miles wants to shoot a 79 in a golf round.
I did. I did
March,
that.
California.
There
I
we
did.
go.
I shot a
Wow.
77,
Yeah, 77.
Nice.
and it was a real course. It was an executive course or a par 3 course.
Yeah, par 70. Yep.
I wasn't even going to ask.
No, I wasn't going to
wanted
either.
clarify.
Just roll with it.
Mini golf.
Shot a 77, and I tied my dad. So
Damn it.
that fucking sucks.
Damn it.
Oh, Jesus.
And I was ahead by 1 stroke going into the 18th hole. It was a very narrow fairway at the end, and I pulled out a driver, and my dad goes, "You're going to hit a driver?" Smoked it dead
Now I am.
center of the fairway. Feeling good at this point. Next shot, there was a crick in front of the green. Came up short, went in the crick. Ended up getting a double bogey. He bogeyed, and we tied.
Damn.
Good shot.
So all I had to do was bogey the hole, and I would have won.
Mm.
So
Held the old man at bay.
have to try again this year.
Miles, that's all you had.
Are we two? We're 2 for 2.
We're
We're
2
batting
for
to
2.
1,000 right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, it was new year, new me.
Yeah, big time.
Tyler wants to be less productive and play more video games. Ryan mishears Tyler and says, "So you want to be a piece of shit?"
That's such a you thing to say.
Mishears him.
What do you mean that's a you thing to say? That's just
such a piece of shit thing to say.
that's a logical thing to say. If someone
to say, it's one thing to say I want to play more video games, but to say that I'd like to do less productive things and play more video games, he did kind of get you there.
No,
That is kind of a piece of shit thing to say.
I disagree completely.
Why couldn't you be more productive so you had more time to play more
That's
video
true.
games?
that's
You
true.
fucking got
Because
him there.
it's my time. I can use it how I please.
Just saying that'd have been maybe the smarter move. Because we're talking new year, new me.
Yeah. I did play more video games.
Mm-hmm.
Did
I
you?
had 2 stints where I hit them real hard. When Hogwarts Legacy came out,
Fuck.
I absolutely fucking crushed that game. And
Is that a
then-
Harry Potter?
Not like I did though.
we did it at the same time.
I think you were shocked at how fast I was going through the storyline.
yeah. I mean, I was doing side missions, leveling my character up.
That's a Harry Potter game.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
So I hammered that to start the new year. And then this fall, I played an unhealthy amount of NCAA 25,
Mm.
Same.
which
Still
is
playing it.
significantly more hours than I spent in 2023 playing video games.
I think you accomplished it.
Yep.
Ryan,
Yep.
I think in your future you have some sort of resolution this next year that has to deal with water.
You are probably correct.
I am? Wow. Well, you know what you should do is you should make sure that you're mixing in an ice mountain with all of that water.
How much?
How about 7.8 16.9 ounce bottles of Ice Mountain.
I was thinking maybe you could go like a half gallon or so a day of Ice Mountain.
Would you take this half gallon of Ice Mountain or double it and give it to the next person?
I'll just double it and give it back to myself.
Oh.
Pay it forward.
So
Dublin. What country's Dublin in?
Ireland.
Start calling you the Irishman. Fucking freaking Dublin.
Fucking Dublin.
Freaking Dublin.
Fucking. Yeah.
So, guys, if you'd like to have a New Year's resolution that includes water, like I'm guessing Ryan will,
You may be correct.
you should pick up some Ice Mountain and slurp it on down. Slurping for the new year. That's what I always say. Slurp and
chirp.
And chirp the New Year's resolution. All right, guys, time to do some prize picks this week. Right now, if you sign up with code YBR, you get $50 instantly when you play your first $5 lineup. You don't need to win the lineup to receive the $50 bonus. It's just guaranteed. And you know what was guaranteed last week? My Bucky Irving pick.
Ooh.
Great pick.
It turns out that if you just do a shred of research, you can get a win.
Just a slice of research.
Now, I wish you guys had done some research because, like always, mine is the only one that hit.
Yeah, Jared got a DMP, didn't you?
No,
Tyler got DMP.
Yep, I was like 10 yards short with Cortland Sutton.
Oh, dang it. I was 90 yards short on mine.
Oh,
Whoops.
well.
But this is our week. Feeling good about this week. It's incentive week in the NFL. It is there's playoff implications on the line this week. So take it away, Jared. What do you got for your pick?
I have Baker Mayfield more than 268.5 passing yards.
Because
he could win like $2 million this week with incentives.
Okay, I like that.
Just be throwing the ball.
Money talks, I believe. Here's Tyler's pick.
Jared, I've thought long and hard about what I want my prize picks pick to be this week is. And I've decided that I'm not even going to open the app and look at the lines. Just figure out whatever Sam Darnold's passing yards line is and hammer that more.
My pick this week, the thought is Lions defense is banged up. They're playing for the number 1 seed. He's been doing pretty well. He's basically got this line the last 4 out of 5 weeks. Got Justin Jefferson at 90, more than 93 and a half receiving yards.
He's a
big week.
He's a big game type of guy too.
Yeah.
Big game guy.
And lastly, I got Jerry Jeudy more than 53.5 receiving yards. So it's a respectable pick.
I like it.
Yeah. In my mind, it's a respectable pick.
I like how you said it's a respectable pick about yourself.
Yeah. Throw some respect on this pick.
Respect my pick.
I respect it.
Yeah. Good.
So guys, Justin Jefferson more than 93 and a half, Jerry Jeudy more than 53 and a half, Baker Mayfield 268, more than 268 and a half pass yards, Sam Darnold more than 269 and a half pass yards. Big week this week.
Big week.
We're gonna win, baby.
Somebody cooked here.
3 for 3.
I mean,
that was your only goal.
I don't know. Did I have another one?
Another one.
Okay.
Tyler doesn't want to be the dad that people look at during sporting events. Fly on the wall dad. Tyler's planning on going to a wrestling practice where there's no parents allowed. Miles says this isn't going to end well. Tyler is going to be gnawing at the coach's ear.
No, I was good. Actually, wrestling was a fucking disaster last year. Kid showed up, super excited, was running around before practice, head-on collision with a bigger kid, like a 6th grader.
Yeah.
And he cut his lip open.
Before the before the season even started.
Practice 1, and we're like 15 minutes early, and he's having the time of his fucking life just running laps. Smashes heads with this big-ass kid. Splits his lip open, wouldn't go back out there.
Oh.
Didn't play the whole season?
Yeah, so he didn't want to go out there that first day. I'm like, all right, it's fine. If we're going to stay at practice, so you have to sit by me and watch. No dicking around. We're not going to distract everybody else. You sit by me and watch. You don't have to go out there. He fucked off the whole time. So then we bounced the first practice, and then I gave him 2 more chances of going, and he wouldn't go out there. I mean, he was 4 years old, so I'm cutting him a break. I technically lied on his slip to get him in. So
Yeah.
This is not good for you, Tyler,
Why? I didn't
because
do it.
you're a wrestling guy. If your kid doesn't want to wrestle,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
tough sledding.
Yeah, I'm not like
What if he becomes a basketball kid?
It's tough
he
to roll.
dude, he might. He loves
That for you is like
basketball.
my kid becoming a wrestler. It's just flip
I
flop.
hate basketball. But I don't have all my eggs in his basket. My middle child is 1,000%.
You're playing for number 2.
You can't you can't give up on your oldest.
I'm not. I'm absolutely not. But like, if he doesn't
totally
do
is
it,
giving up on him.
if he doesn't wrestle, it's fine because I know the second one is gonna.
I mean, the fact that you brought the second one up that fast, clearly you've given up on the first.
No, I'm not gonna be sad if he doesn't because I know the second one is going to.
Tyler's oldest son, if you are listening to this someday, this is the moment we realize that he gave up on you.
Yep. Follow your dreams, buddy. Ride pine, playing basketball. It ain't in our blood, bud.
Well, you could be, banging down low.
It ain't in his
You could
mother's
be-
blood either.
You can be banging guys in the post,
Yeah. Is that what basketball players do? I don't know what
They
you guys
just
do.
bang down low.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
They don't back down.
Did your dad wrestle?
He played basketball, but he was horseshit.
Mm.
Well, he was telling those stories at the bar that one night before the MMA fights. They were pulling up old basketball photos from high school.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It was awesome.
Are we gonna get to that point where we're just pulling up old
Miles,
photos of us playing
You
basketball?
literally just pulled up your stat lines from college while we were in your office.
We talked about that in the podcast, didn't we?
Mm-hmm. A little bit.
So yeah, I think we're almost
Stat
there.
lines are way different than old photos.
No, I'm just saying we're almost there.
I know. I'm gonna have to pull up some old photos for you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Well, to me, it sounds like though it's like it's a every other generation wrestling type deal. So it's like
Maybe.
I think your grandkids will be wrestlers and your kids will be basketball players, like your dad was.
I don't. There's not enough proof in that theory yet because my grandpa just farmed, so I can't tell you if it skips a generation. I was the first one.
He was fucking probably wrestling hay bales, wrestling cattle.
Maybe
He's wrestling cattle.
he was wrestling grandma way too early.
Oh my god.
I'm the oldest dad in my family, like ever.
That's crazy. I got really young grandparents and parents too.
Yeah.
I'm talking like late teens.
Yeah, then you fucked it all up. Your grandparents could have had great grandchildren like Tyler's dad's gonna have.
I know.
No, my kids' great grandma came to Christmas.
That's wild.
She's 93.
So in your scenario, are you planning on giving the talk early or late? Because if you do it early, you might make them curious. They might start,
That is true.
trying to experiment. But if you go later, then you might not even expose them as much to it. What's your plan?
So I think my dad did it right because I broke the teenage pregnancy curse.
Yeah.
Mm,
He didn't give me any talk.
okay.
His talk was, I asked him about it and he's like, whoa, you ever see two dogs humping? And I was like, yeah. He's like, that's what it is. And I'm like, that was end of fucking, that was the birds and the bees.
And how old were you?
I knew what sex was at the time. So I was probably like 15 or 16.
Mm.
I'm like,
And did that talk pique your interest or make you not want to?
I was already interested.
Okay. But did it increase your interest? Were you like a dog in heat after that?
I was fully in heat pre dogs humping birds and bees speech.
Okay.
Does your posture match a dog's posture with like the super arch back?
Red Rocket.
Yeah. I guess. Good.
The hair on my back stands up.
Back your dad.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do that.
What?
I'm gonna. No, sorry. I was thinking in my own head.
Happy New Year. New Year, new me.
You guys can shoot this down if you want, but just a thought I had. Why don't we all share the responsibility? And we pick an age, and whenever each of our kids gets to that age, we'll bring them on the podcast. They don't even have to be on camera, and we all collectively can give them the birds and bees talk.
I think we brought that up. We just get it all done at once.
Yeah. We'll get like certified with CPR, get the birds and bees talk going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, just do all the kids at once. You're right. So like one will get it when they're 16, one will get it when they're 6. Regardless, let's just pull them all together, do it like a seminar.
We'll just rip the Band-Aid off.
We will have quite the age gap though, because like say Tyler's oldest kid is
He's 5 now.
Say he's 14 at this time. Like my youngest kid could be 3 or 4 or
Mhm.
whatever.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's just do it all.
Get it done early with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true.
We can
And
do
then-
all sorts of things. We can do the death talk as
Mhm.
well. Death talk, sex talk,
Taxes, I guess.
Taxes.
Well, they ain't gonna teach it to him in school.
Well, taxes and compounding interest. Got to teach them about that.
S&Ps, yeah.
S&Ps doubles every 7 years. You know, all that stuff.
Yeah, we could do
Respect
slideshows.
portfolio.
We could do the whole works.
Yeah. Well, Ryan will be in charge of the demonstration.
Goes.
You can use
Demonstration.
you can use visual aids. You don't have to demonstrate with yourself per se,
Can I use like
but you can be in
can I use
charge of
Barbie dolls or like something like that?
Hey, I've
Hey, those are
delegated
not
that.
anatomically correct.
I've delegated that to
You're just
you.
gonna confuse them.
What do you mean? What do you mean
If
by
you
that?
use a Barbie doll, they don't have any genitals. You're just
That
gonna
is
confuse
true.
the kids. They get a sex talk here.
Yeah.
All of our boys are gonna grow up thinking that women just don't have anything to use Barbie dolls.
It's not made of plastic.
What the hell is that?
T-shirt guy fucking lied to me. Yeah, so
Well, yeah,
Ryan will be in part of the. Will be in charge of the visual aids. Jared can handle the questions portion.
Yeah.
I'll just do the intros. You know, like I'll
okay.
just.
You'll read
You
the
know,
headings of the slideshow.
Welcome to Sex 101. You know, we have Ryan. He'll be part of doing the visual aids. Jared will be handling questions at the end. And you guys, when I introduce you, you have to do a fun fact about yourself as well to break the ice.
Okay.
And
I'm gonna do ad reads.
And then Tyler will do the whole dogs humping speech. And then, you know, we'll just knock it all out at once.
Yeah,
Mhm.
like 10th grade biology. We could even play a video.
Wheel in the cart.
Did
And-
they play a
and-
video for you?
Sorry. We played the childbirth video. It was
Oh,
a childbirth video, but you see everything.
yeah.
And then, you know, kind of like a fireside chat. You ever seen those? We could do a fireside chat with the guy who does sex the best, and that'd be Tyler because he's gonna have the most kids by then.
I should have.
So like
at
we'll
least
both
7.
sit in like a, you know, like a nice chair with like a fern behind us
Yeah.
and a thing, and I'll be the MC, the person running the show, and ask you questions.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say I thought you meant let's have a live chat. So you could have live chat questions coming in from the live stream.
Could do that.
And then you get to the
imagine-
best part. Everyone's like W in the chat.
We could have the
Tyler's kids like W in the chat for that one.
we could have the patrons submit their own advice.
I was just thinking, like, Jack Stroganoff asks, "Has your dad found your nudie mags yet?"
Yeah, we could just go through patron names and just describe what they actually
What that
are in
means.
real life.
Well, and with the visual aids, Ryan, we also want them to be cultured. So we can't just be showing them new boobs. We need to be showing them like Pam Anderson's boobs.
Yeah.
Sure.
Taste.
Well, like what
need 'em to-
era?
It's just
all
like,
of them.
Classic
it's
Pam
just,
boobs.
it's just like you got to sit down and watch Sandlot with your kid. It's like the classic of all classics, just like Pam Andy.
You know, it's like at a family reunion when they had the slideshow of all the stuff throughout the years. We just do boobs through the years.
through the years, yeah.
And then it's just a slideshow with some sappy music behind it, you know,
Evolution.
culturing our children into what it is.
I thought-
How we got to boobs today is really what it's all about.
I thought I might have told this on the podcast already, but that Pam and Tommy biopic they did on Hulu or whatever. I was watching that when Mom was gone one day, and there's the scene where you see the actress Pam Andy's boobies, and my 3-year-old walked through the room at the time and just stopped like a deer in headlights, and I was just like, "That's my boy."
Well, and like 2 years before that, he had access to those
Yeah,
the same thing every day.
Those suckers.
Not Pam Andy. You guys, you know what I mean.
Talk about Tyler's wife like that.
No,
Well, I mean, they quite literally are suckers at that point in their
Yeah.
lives.
Yeah, they are.
Basically, just called Tyler's wife a human lollipop.
I mean, like all wives are okay. Anyway, I don't need to explain
Dig in a
myself
grave.
here. I don't need to explain myself. So
What was Ryan's New Year's resolutions?
I achieved
did
that
you?
one.
Did
by
you?
the way.
Yeah. What
I
was the
didn't-
percentage?
I'm 100.
You had two of them.
Yeah.
More video games, and what was the other one?
Not getting the coach's ear, which I did not do. I
No.
didn't even
Tyler
speak
doesn't
to
want to
him.
be the dad that people look at during sporting events.
Yeah.
Okay, but
But what?
other parents had to have been looking at you with your kids sitting out. They were probably going, "Why the fuck isn't that kid?" Or
is his dad chewing
why-
his ass right now?
Why did that guy show? If his kid's not going to participate, why is he showing up watching 4-year-old wrestling practice?
Okay.
There had to have been some murmurs.
No,
There's a kid in my lap.
Tyler, here's I have one loophole to this resolution, and that is it's a no parents practice allowed because you were there. Technically, you were a coach.
No, so I was wrong on all that. There was 50 parents in there.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
That clears it
They,
up.
they literally lined the entire wall of the wrestling room.
So hot in there.
And also, it wasn't a sporting event. That's just practice. We didn't even go to a sporting event.
Okay.
He didn't even make it.
No, that was the
He
rule.
didn't make it to a match or whatever, the duel
Yeah,
or
he
whatever
didn't
the
make
fuck
it.
they're called.
A duel is a
He didn't-
team. Like
He,
it's
he didn't even make it to a duel. He didn't even make it to practice one.
He wanted. He's like, hey, can I still wrestle in the match? And I'm like, fuck no. You got to practice,
No,
dude.
that's the right stance.
because if you would have let him wrestle and he would have dominated, then he's like, well, fuck, I don't need to practice
Yeah.
at all.
He
That'd have been like, then he would just grow up like Pac-Man Jones.
Mhm.
Just show up 20 minutes before kickoff, don't stretch, go out there, return and punt for a touchdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you want your
don't
kid to be that.
Mhm.
So good on you.
No, I
for not letting
absolutely
him.
wouldn't let him.
Ryan said he's going to watch The Office.
Hmm.
I did not do that.
Damn
My
it.
I did not
We
do
were
that.
100.
We were killing it.
I heard little snippets, like from the kitchen, from the living room.
So
Yeah,
wait,
yeah.
Meg watched it or what?
She turns it on from time to time, maybe like once a quarter. Like I don't know when she's vacuuming
I
or
absolutely
cleaning.
hate how many stats you have about your life.
And they're all quarterly stats.
Annoying.
Well, yeah,
It's never
I
it's never once in a while.
A couple of months.
It's always very exact. And then he always gets into trouble when he doesn't behave
I know.
on the exact number.
I know. I gotta quit doing that. I gotta quit being
That-
definitive with
That
once a
might be
quarter.
your next New Year's resolution.
Quit
I don't
being-
want to put resolutions in your mouth.
Yeah.
But
Well, just quit being definitive.
Ryan,
Yeah, I didn't watch The Office.
yeah, I figured. Ryan wants to have the most plush grass on the block. Ryan says it's subjective, so he agrees to have us judge whether he completed his goal or not.
God, it'd been nice to revisit that a little earlier in the year.
Mhm.
Okay.
No,
So-
I mean I definitely didn't achieve that.
Oh, it wasn't even up for tribal council or
I was just
whatever.
gonna say
I pulled it from my submission.
I was gonna say because I don't remember what your neighbor's yards look like, but this year your yard wasn't as nice as it was in 2023.
Mm.
2023, it was kind of pretty dog shit in 2023 because it was so dry.
But you had more dog stains.
When
in
I
the
saw
yard
it,
this year.
I said, I thought in my head, Ryan, you really doing your best out there? You know,
So
is
number
this your
one-
best work? Is what I thought in my head.
Yeah, the answer was absolutely not.
No, I know
I
it.
did not foresee myself building a house and selling my house this year. So I'll be honest, I did. I
You
kind
said
of
this.
just gave up.
You're playing for the next house.
Correct.
Okay.
You said that at some point.
Yep,
Yeah, I just kind of
might have
gave
been off mic.
gave up on it. I didn't run my sprinklers a single time this entire summer. Got a lot of rain, then didn't. So it was fucking dry, and I'm like, well, it's August. I'm not going to start my sprinklers now.
Mhm.
So yeah, that one is a failure.
Ryan is also going to sharpen his blades before every mow. Miles wants a Snapchat every time Ryan sharpens his blades.
Guess how many Snapchats I got this year?
Goose egg.
I didn't
Zero.
sharpen them a single fucking time.
I think I remember offering to borrow you my grinder
Yep, you
too.
did.
My dad's got one. I don't
Yeah.
know why.
I
just
think that's
didn't-
exactly how you responded. When I
Probably.
offered it.
probably.
I mean, that was an ambitious. Ambitious New Year's resolution.
I was just creating more work for myself with that resolution, and it's just unnecessary. So this year,
And you knew that I knew he wasn't going to do that.
Yeah, exactly.
this year I'm going to have necessary things on the resolution.
Okay, I'm excited to hear that.
2025.
All right.
I got
Jared,
some good ones.
Jared, is that all of his?
He's got one more. Ryan.
Jesus Christ.
Ryan is going to think about building a JUCO college in Guatemala.
Oh yeah.
You're going to think about it.
The curriculums didn't line up. So
What's very
I had
funny
to
about
pull-
that is that's close, not close, but kind of close to one I got this year. So
Mm.
sorry.
Okay. Yeah, curriculums just didn't match up. Difference in opinion, so we
Oh, it fell through.
fell through.
But you thought about it.
did
So I think that's
Check that one
Okay.
off.
Yeah,
did.
I think you got that.
Yep.
So I
See,
had
Cam, if
two,
I'm not
you had
definitive on
two,
things,
I-
things go good.
Mm-hmm.
I was fucking over.
Jared, what were yours?
Mine was pull a fire alarm.
Did you?
I didn't pull a fire
Not
Damn
a
it.
chance.
I wussed out.
What
big
a
time.
rush that is, though.
I've thought I did think about it. but
How
I
many
didn't do
fire
it.
alarms have it's not Tyler, this question isn't have you pulled a fire alarm in your life? The question is how many fire alarms have you pulled in your life?
I've never pulled. I caused one.
No wait. Well, yeah.
With that whole ripping the pipe out of the ceiling.
Mm.
So one
Yeah. Though I didn't pull the alarm. I pulled the pipe down.
that pulled the alarm.
Yeah.
True
So-
proxy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So one. No.
See, I knew it.
I wasn't.
It's like, all right, one person in this room's set off a fire alarm, Tyler.
Yeah. I mean, it's
Yeah,
like
yeah.
pulling the actual fire alarm is a Dylan move.
Yeah.
They
Ripping
should
one
do
out-
it like they do with banks when you steal money and you open it up, you get splattered with ink.
Yeah.
They should make it so every time you pull it, whoever pulls it's getting splattered with ink. And if there's an actual fire, you're not that worried about getting splattered
No.
with ink. So that's where it's like, I think it could work out. All it takes is one person to pull it, get splattered with ink. It'll all be a joke. And next thing you know,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you could just show up to school one day in garbage bags. Just pretend like you're gonna go cut weight for wrestling or something.
or just stand to the side and go like this.
yeah. That would
Just
also
spray your arch enemy and also pull the fire alarm at the same time.
That would be a
Double
classic
whammy.
prank.
2 stones. Mine was solve a riddle. I kind of did that on that episode we were on.
Yeah, I think we
I think it was a
purposely said
disaster though.
I
It was.
eventually solved it. It was that David's father has 3 sons. Snap.
Oh,
crackle,
yeah.
and blend.
I remember that.
Yeah.
I had my brain in a fucking pretzel.
Oh yeah, who was
I
the
was.
mom?
Oh yeah. What was the fourth son's name?
Yeah, the
Right?
third. Yeah, David's father has 3 sons. Snap, crackle, and blank. So it'd be David.
Pop.
Yeah. No, it's David.
It'd be
It's
David.
David's mom. She had a son. Continue on, Jared.
No, that's not
That's
the
all I got.
I know, I was just joking. I feel like those are always the answers that whoever's mom.
Yeah,
You're thinking of like the
yeah.
one where the kid and his father get in a car accident. They rush him to the hospital, and the doctor says, "I can't operate on this child. He's my son." And then people are like, "How is that possible?" Like, well, that doctor's his mom.
Oh,
Something like that.
Yeah.
See.
So what were we? You were 0 for 2.
Yep.
You were 0 for 4.
1 for 4.
1 for 4.
4, yeah.
2 for 2.
And I was
2 for 2.
You got it.
4, 5,
Oh,
5,
geez. Lots of
4,
math here. Lots of math.
8, 9, 10. We were 5 for 10.
50%.
Hey,
What were we the year before? Do you know?
It wasn't good. That's why we set lower goals.
Yeah. I think
Yeah.
we talked about that.
Yeah, I think we only hit like 2 or 1 of the goals, if I remember correctly.
Set our goals lower, so that's why Ryan said he's going to sharpen his blades every time he mows.
I'm just gonna sharpen them twice this year.
Yeah.
hey, the first one in the books. There we go.
I think you should make it more simple. Like you're going to get a grinder to.
Yeah.
Borrow the grinder.
Yeah,
You got to
borrow a
start.
grinder.
Yeah.
My
All right.
parents live with me though.
All right. So that was 2024.
Mhm.
50%. That's got to be up from the year before.
Has to
Yeah, I
be.
think it was like 20%
It
the
was
year
bad.
before. For some reason, only 2 resolutions achieved sticks out in my head.
Yeah, it was something like that. I don't quite
Okay.
remember.
Oh, I remember because the year before, Miles was going to get cut.
That was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Achieved.
All right. So
yeah,
resolutions 2025. You guys ready? You got them?
Oh,
I
yeah.
got him.
All right. I'll start off. Number one, this one's easy. Been talking about it for a while, but 2025 is the year that I stain the entryway bench.
There
Love
we
it.
go.
I love it.
That's
It's
good.
going to get done.
Go. Scope.
No, I didn't say that I was going to cock it this year. I just said I'm going to stain it. All right. I just
Oh, yeah.
want to put that out there. I don't want any next year. Oh, you didn't put cock around the. I didn't say that.
That's a 2026
Yeah, I didn't say I was going to
smart.
put trim up on the shiplap either. So,
No, you didn't.
I mean, you can't check off everything in your list in 1 year.
I
You
know.
got to save.
And
some
if I go
shit.
too fast,
yeah,
like Anne's going to be like, well, why don't you do this too? And then your list just keeps getting longer.
Mhm.
well, if you stain it in January too, then you got 11 months. You're like, what am I doing?
Well,
Yeah.
first you
I'm
gotta-
thinking it's probably like a November, early December project.
well, because first you got to get some samples.
Well, probably not because there's a lot of hunting going on in November. And then I got to get ready for Christmas.
It's football season.
So I'm thinking maybe January 1, 2026, I have time to get it done. Day off of work.
Yeah. Maybe Labor Day. You should do it on Labor Day. But you can't work on Labor Day because that's the whole point
It's
of it.
yeah, they should call it non-Labor Day.
Yeah.
But so that's my number one. Number two, it's very similar to the Guatemalan thing you did.
Okay.
I want I got to read it.
Wow.
I am going to start the process of thinking about having another kid.
Wow.
It's big steps this
Yeah.
year.
Okay. So you're going to
Okay.
start the
Baby steps.
process of thinking.
Starting the process
Start.
of
Okay.
thinking about having another kid.
Is that
I figure it's the right time. My kid's like a little over 6 months old now. You know, it's a great time to start the process of thinking about having another kid.
Okay. So a couple steps to check off before we can get to actually thinking about having
Yeah.
another
So then
kid.
2026, I could probably start the process of thinking about having another kid.
Mm-hmm.
2027? You can think
about having another kid. 2028.
could have
Yeah.
another kid.
I don't want to schedule sex, but 2028 looks like the next best time.
Well, if you could schedule tummy aches, you could schedule sex.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's true. That is true. I'll have to put on my G-Cal after the podcast.
Yeah, you wouldn't want unscheduled sex. That'd be a
Oh
disaster.
God. Spur of the moment sex is the worst. You know? Like, oh, the moment just suddenly was right and we had sex. That's the worst.
Sparks
You
flew.
gotta force it. You know? You gotta find a spark. You don't want to have a fire just all of a sudden combust in front of you. You want to
Quite literally.
you gotta strike that flint until you got a fire, you know?
Well, yeah, it's got to contribute to a bigger purpose too. That's having,
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not just
Not
doing
just
it
doing-
for fun.
I'm just
No,
doing
God,
sex
no.
to sex, you
Yeah.
know?
That's crazy.
I mean, that would be
if you're doing that shit, you're fucking wacko.
so.
I mean, that's gonna be lesson number one when we get the kids in here for the talk.
You don't have sex for fun. You have it for a purpose.
it's
a
a,
business
it's
trip.
a it's a utility. It's a tool in your tool belt. So
Oh my god.
yeah, 2028 is going to be a big year for this guy.
Yeah, you should have high T by then because we trained for the Olympics.
That is true.
Be full gear by then.
Well, actually, probably 2028 is the time because I can't be risking not missing the Olympics to have another kid. So I got to split the diff between now and the Olympics.
Well, that might actually get you more Olympic coverage. They love a good story. So
Yeah.
if you're having a kid while you're curling,
Great flight. Mike
That is
Tirico would be
true.
all over
yeah,
Yeah.
Rico. So I figure I'm on the right timeline, right?
yeah, sounds good to me.
2028, huge year.
Is that all yours?
Oh no, and then the other one.
You're not proud of this one.
No, it's a little out of left field. I saw, you've seen the guys on TikTok that are solving a Rubik's cubes like really fast.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'll put my hand up and say that I've never actually solved a Rubik's cube myself.
That's a good one.
And so in 2025, I'd like to solve a Rubik's Cube. And I'm not gonna fucking cheat and look up YouTube videos on which the best way to do it. It's just gonna be me and the cube in a room. I think it's best if it's me, the cube, in a room, and I can't leave that room till I solve it. You know, I'm best when I'm backed into a corner, and that's the way I'll be standing. My back will be in the corner of the room. So quite literally, I'm going to be backed into a corner. It's going to be me and the cube, no one else, no distractions, and I'm going to solve that sucker.
Just in that room, twisting and turning.
So there's like a psychological question. It's like, would you rather go to prison for a year, like exactly a year, or go to prison until you solve a Rubik's Cube?
I would much rather go to a prison until I solve a Rubik's Cube.
I mean, I agree.
Yeah,
I'm willing to lock myself in a room and not leave until
That
I
is prison.
Right.
I was basically doing that second scenario.
There's
I'm
a lot of-
volunteering for that.
There's a lot of people that take the year and say because they don't think they can get it done. They're
Kids do it.
yeah.
That's insane.
I mean, I think I could have one done by the end of today if I started right now. I'm
Yeah.
saying
Right.
12. I'm saying 12 midnight.
Text Noah, tell him to go buy a Rubik's Cube. He's not going home.
I'm saying 12 midnight.
Okay.
And
So
this is a
We could even do a Patreon. Maybe pick a date, and we'll just record me in the studio here in the corner of the room, and I'll just go until I solve it. And that could be whether it's 30 seconds or 30 minutes or 30 hours.
Or days.
And that could be we can do a whole production for Patreon. So book that, Jared.
Okay.
Now when you buy a Rubik's Cube, is it already like finished and then you got to
I think it's already
I'll let you guys.
think
You
it's
guys are
finished.
going to be the ones
Yeah.
to
Okay.
mess it up. This would be a perfect room. I said I want to be in a room by myself. You guys go in that room. You can watch through the viewing glass.
We got to make this the mirror, the one-way glass.
Oh, yeah.
That would be good. Yeah, put you in an interrogation room.
Yeah.
hmm So I don't know. Just something on my bucket list. You know, I figured no better time than the present year.
Well, it's kind of like a trophy. It's like a trophy too. You could put it in a glass case when
Mhm.
it's all said and done.
We can put it right up next to Big Blue's Air.
Yeah.
Or we
Yeah.
could put like epoxy on it so it lasts so nobody can mess it up.
Yeah, so it's solved forever. Not a bad
That's
idea.
not a bad idea, actually. Who do you think could solve a Rubik's Cube fastest out of us four?
Tyler.
I agree.
Yeah.
What?
It's just got that weird nerd shit
Yeah.
I've never
going on.
I think you could
know?
beat us everyone
You're
in
a
a chess
complex
game too.
guy.
I've never really sat down and actually tried it. I've fucked around with one before.
So
but
you're saying that's also your New Year's resolution?
I can I'll add it to the list.
No, don't try and steal mine.
I'm
Tyler.
not.
This is my year.
It wasn't.
New year, my year.
Okay.
Who do you think in this room would win at a game of checkers?
Well, I'm always playing chess, so I don't.
Hey,
I don't think I necessarily would be that great at checkers.
I'm really good at Chinese checkers.
oh, I love Chinese checkers.
Mhm.
That's
It's the
fun.
best.
The fuck is
I think
that?
it's way more fun than regular checkers.
Oh, same.
Never played it.
So much fun.
I haven't either.
We'll get you in a game.
Yeah, it's fun.
So those are the three that I had. Stay in the bench, starting the process of thinking about having another kid. And then I would like to solve a Rubik's Cube.
Lofty.
Some people willing to go to jail for a year.
It's true.
Yeah, it's absurd. You want me to go next?
Sure.
The ones I have on my list this year, they're serious. They're not some joke like previous years. Just try and get a laugh out of
Starting a
listeners.
JUCO Guatemala wasn't serious.
No, I have three on my list, and they are all three. They're all three attainable, and they're all serious. Okay, because the new year, new me. I'm a serious guy.
Are
now.
they serious?
They're serious.
Is it maybe getting a serious subscription for your truck?
No, God, no. I just
Ooh.
I'm a free subscription for 3 months type of guy when I get unless I get a new vehicle. If I total the one that I'm currently in, like
You're on track too.
I know,
Couple doors away.
Couple light poles away.
Yeah, I'm one light
That'd
pole
be
from
funny.
my-
As he's leaving, he's like, "Fuck, new serious subscription would be nice." You just see him ping ponging between the light poles on the way out on the road out of here.
I really got to get some 90s on 90 in my system.
I need to listen to
You got to
Howard
listen
Stern.
to the highway country.
Okay. You guys are gonna
That's just
Okay,
Just
okay.
show. Just say it.
my first New Year's resolution for 2025 is to complete 75 hard.
Oh,
Oh my God. And what is that?
So 75 hard is 75 straight days of one workout and then one additional workout that's got to be outside.
Okay.
45 minutes each. No booze. Gallon of water a day. 10 pages of a book per day.
Goggins.
And let's see what else is there.
Isn't it like no screens after a certain time?
No. Here, I'll pull it up real quick. I got it already saved.
My sister made it.
You gotta follow it.
days.
You gotta follow a diet.
Mm.
So I might go carnivore.
Hell yeah.
Oof.
Careful, you might develop gout.
Yeah.
And then take
Definitely.
progress pictures. So I'll send you guys my progress pictures every morning just to
Oh
show you
my
that.
If you just tell me, I'll believe you.
Yeah, I don't want this.
Yeah, he ain't ever sending a progress pic. He said he was gonna send me a Snapchat of him sharpening his blades every
No,
fucking time.
he didn't sharpen them, so that's
I
why he
didn't
didn't
sharpen
snap you.
Damn
That's
it.
why I didn't see the snap.
So
I think you can do it. I don't think you need to do it, but I think you can.
I think you should have started with 75 soft instead of hard.
I'll do it.
because
75 hard would have been like
we
one
know-
bottle of Ice Mountain a day. Easy.
Yeah.
One workout a week.
Yeah.
Easy.
Finish one book
No,
in a year.
No. Just buy a book.
Just buy a book within the 75
put it on your
days.
nightstand.
You put it on the nightstand. Yep. And then put a bookmark right inside the front cover. And then just
Eat.
yeah, just eat like I normally would. Yeah. And then I can just take progress pictures after I
Whenever.
get a shot. Yeah, just for fun. You know?
Out of the
That's
shower.
75 flaccid.
Yeah.
I think I could do 75 flaccid.
Easy peasy.
Oh God, I've been doing
No, the hardest part is that you can't get hard though. The whole 75. That's the hard part about 75 flaccid
Very
is that you have to be flaccid for 75 days, and every time you get hard, you
starts
you have
over.
to start over.
Ryan's afraid to sleep because he doesn't want to wake up with morning wood and start over again.
By the
No, I think
by the end of the year, he's got 365 books and nothing to show for it.
No, I think you just have to be flaccid in the progress pictures.
Oh.
I think if you take one hard progress picture, you have to restart back to day one.
Just looking at yourself.
Yeah.
Okay, Brett Favre.
It sucks. You're just hard for 24 hours. And you're like, damn it.
Yeah.
You start over.
So yeah, that's my first one. I gotta get back.
When are
in
you planning to do it?
Wednesday
Oh, you're starting
right away.
day one.
Dude,
No.
the outdoor workouts in January.
Yeah, it's gonna be
Bold.
That
Yeah,
was
it's gonna
just
suck.
such a mistake.
I mean, you can go for a 45-minute walk.
What?
That's considered a workout.
Why wouldn't you do it like in the spring, summer? Because can't you count golf like as another outdoor activity?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I
I'd
would-
have to walk though. I don't walk on a golf course.
Okay.
Yeah. Good.
what do you do if there's a blizzard?
Figure it out.
I would probably open the back door in my garage, do a yoga session.
You're inside.
That
But the
doesn't
door,
count.
but the door's
It
open.
just doesn't count. So you're gonna do 75
But the door-
medium rare.
The door's open though.
It's not,
You're still inside.
it's not the elements.
I mean,
I would just
the serious answer to that is I would just bundle up and go for a walk.
Well, could you shovel for 45 minutes instead of snow blowing?
I could.
There we go.
I could.
Okay.
Yeah.
That would count in my book.
Yeah. I mean, my whole goddamn yard will be shoveled by the end of
Hell
this
yeah.
winter.
It'd shovel like a
That is-
racetrack for your dog to run around in the snow.
Mm.
It's not a bad idea.
Oh,
Not a bad idea. I could
Um,
build an igloo for my kid.
you were
That's a
saying that
great
you just
idea.
got to get back into working out.
Yeah.
See, my concern though is Ryan is you're going to do 75 hard and then you're just going to quit working out after.
No, because the habit will be deeply ingrained in me by then.
so
And I've been in the habit before for years on end.
are you going to get into 365 hard?
Oh.
No, I'll loosen up. I'm going to loosen up big time. I'm going to quit
You're gonna
reading
go-
after
you're
the
gonna-
first 75
you get
days.
You're gonna go
Shit can.
75 soft then.
Well, no, I'm going to go 75
You're
hard,
gonna go
75 hard, and then I'm going to go
365
two, and then I'm going to go
Let's see this math.
290. I'll go 75 hard and then 290
Ish.
without reading again.
Medium.
Yeah. But mentally, I'll be hard.
Because
You just won't see
on
it.
day 76, you're going to get ripped up, right?
Yeah.
No, probably not.
Oh.
All right.
What do you mean by
What's
like
your
when,
Just drunk.
when I hear ripped up? I think of my college buddies being fucking cross-eyed in the living room.
You're going to get hammered. You'll have some
We'll see.
drinks on day 76.
March 16th, it's a Sunday. It'll be the last day.
Easter.
Okay. March 16th, the next day is St. Patty's Day.
Perfect. Hell yeah.
Oh man.
Great timing.
When
Is
do
that
they-
why they did it?
When do
Yeah,
they?
for
When
75 hard.
do people celebrate? So St. Patty's Day would be on a
leap
Monday.
year would have doing it last year would have fucking sucked.
Yep.
Thank God I fucking put it off till
Progress.
this year.
Yeah.
Put it off for the last 365 days.
There you go.
So.
All right, what's your next resolution?
My next New Year's resolution is in 2025. I just want to shoot a deer.
Okay. Done.
I think very attainable. That can be bow, rifle. I mean, rifle, I may not even get a tag. So
I could poach one. You didn't say legally.
yeah, legally I will.
Well, you'll try
I'll
legally
have a
first.
tag to put it on there. Yeah. I haven't shot a deer since 2021. So
Drought.
lack
Dry
of tag,
spell.
lack of tags. Can't get a
So what
Can't get
happens if you
tagged.
don't get drawn in North Dakota? Are you going to do out of state or what?
no bow hunt in North Dakota
Yeah, over the counter.
Mm.
over the internet in the mail.
OTC.
Yeah. Over the virtual counter.
So yeah, I'm getting more into this like primal phase of life. I kind of want to like just get my freezer stocked full of meat. I kind of want to live. I want to try and live. I don't know what the word for it is, but like growing your own food and harvesting.
Homesteading kind of.
Kind of, yeah.
You're freaking me out a little bit.
Because I want to be living in the
How
country
many-
now.
How many TikToks have you been watching of Huberman and
it all starts
what
with-
was the Liver King
Yeah.
No,
and
yeah,
Goggins? You're starting to worry me a little bit.
you can't put Liver King and Goggins in the same sentence. First off, that's a disgrace.
How dare you?
The fuck, Miles.
Yeah,
I'm getting a little worried.
I can't help where
I would
my
like, Jared,
mind
I would like to
wanders.
stamp this moment right here. So next year we talk about this, say I want, depending on who he is, 365, I was worried. And I tried, it's kind of like when some sketchy's going on, you're like, no one said anything. This is me saying something right now.
Yeah. Yeah, getting out in the open. Tyler, you're on board with that.
Oh, yeah. You shooting a deer for sure.
No, like the idea of homesteading.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not ever going to choose it on purpose. I'd like to like mini homestead.
Yeah,
like
I'm not going to go
garden
full
and-
homestead. I don't
Yeah.
have time to raise a garden like
get a
that.
chicken coop and shit.
No, I think what you're doing is good. I'm on board with it. But it's a slippery slope.
Slippery slope.
You know, next thing I know, you're gonna be like Mormon
It all started.
Or
No.
homeschooling your kid.
or
Not
homeschooling your
Mormon.
kid, or what Amish? Amish is
yeah.
what-
Yeah.
I didn't catch that either.
You're gonna
I
be
mean, I
fucking
thought he was-
Amish in no time. You're gonna be showing up to work on a horse.
Hey, the Amish make quality product.
I
They
didn't
do,
say
yeah.
they didn't.
They got a lot of money too.
Uh-huh. It's in cash in their
It's all
coffee
in
cans
cash,
under
yeah.
the bed.
well,
Yeah.
the top people have all the cash.
Wow.
I can't grow a beard to save my life. either.
That's
Or
where
build
he's out.
furniture.
That's where I'm out. That's where I get booted from the colony.
You also didn't put any trim on your shiplap, and that would have been a huge no-no in the Amish.
You also didn't.
Oh yeah, that wouldn't have sold in theAmish gallery.
You also didn't hand mill your shiplap.
No, I've just bought it from the hardware store.
Yeah.
I know there's a lot of steps between 75 hard and being Amish,
It's all.
but it's got to start somewhere, and 75 hard's a great spot to start.
We could track this back. I bet you this all started when Meg started doing sourdough at the house.
No,
This is when he started doing his own sushi rolls.
Yeah.
That's where it all started.
Yep. Ryan's gonna be doing like walleye sushi rolls.
Hey, slippery slope.
yeah, no. Hey, it shows you guys care about me.
I do.
Mhm.
You know,
do.
We don't want to lose our guy. You know,
no, for sure, and you won't.
we don't want to
Uh,
lose our guy.
If anything, like
We don't want to lose Right Mood Ryan. That
Yeah.
would be
No.
an absolute.
Well, we're gonna lose him for 75 days.
Yeah, it's all right.
I think I'll still
we're
be
not going to see each other that much.
Yeah.
You know, I don't do shit in January.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, if
I'm
you
not.
need any
I
good-
ain't going anywhere.
If you get tired of reading Goggins and Jocko books, I'll get you on some good fiction ones.
He
Gotta be
will.
nonfiction.
He will.
It's got to
No,
be nonfiction.
Maybe that can
Does
be
it? Is that part of the rules?
Yeah.
Oh, that's fucking
That's
lame.
weird.
I couldn't do it.
That is fucking stupid. Reading's reading, you know.
Bunch of hardos.
Well, then maybe for your 290 soft, you can experiment with some fiction
Yeah, I could
books.
go Potter or Twilight.
I wouldn't start you there.
Yeah. Literally, Harry Potter is for children.
Yeah.
But Tyler reads it though.
Not anymore.
Oh, okay. I don't know if you're because you watch shows twice over. I don't know. If
Yeah, I've read the books a shitload of times, just not in my 30s. I think the last time I read them, I was probably like 22-ish.
Hey, he'll cook you up something good.
Yeah. Hey, cook me up a good fiction book.
I will. I just filled my.
This is like Tyler's wet dream.
Yeah.
Right now. Someone new to corrupt with fiction books.
Nothing makes me happier than when I like get somebody on a book series and then they like it. Because I'm always anxious for the first half of the book. I'm like, fuck, are they going to like it? Did I waste a bunch of their time? And when they like it, it's like a Super Bowl for me. I get so
I'm the same way with
excited.
TV shows.
Yeah.
Except I no longer like to really pitch TV shows because I always over pitch them.
Mm.
And I watch shows different than other people. So like I
would love to know how you're watching TV shows that's different than everyone else.
just the way that I watch them and digest what's going on. Like your guys' in-depth analysis of Game of Thrones is 100 times more in-depth than what I would have given somebody. Like I could have maybe told you the ending to Game of Thrones was pretty decent. You guys would say it was dog shit. So that's like because you read into it more than I do.
Yeah. It was just lazy.
Yes, I can't see laziness through a screen or through a subscription. You know,
Book that as a quote for next year. You know, if Ryan's kid's doing yard work outside and he's looking out through the screen door,
Yeah.
he can't. His kid's not even there. Just can't see it. You can't see laziness through a screen.
So you watch 600 Pound Life, you don't see laziness?
I don't watch that show.
What other resolutions you got?
Last 2025 resolution is to bang a 1000 Xer on Prize Picks.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I mean, then you
Throw you for a loop there with that opener.
I did. You did. You did.
I was gonna say.
that adverb. No, that verb.
Yeah. It's just
We're not adding anything to that verb. I want to bang a 1000 Xer on P picks, and I'm gonna buy a new truck. Maybe get Sirius XM.
There you go.
3 more months.
I gotta hit this 1000 Xer on Prize Picks so I can get Sirius XM radio.
for free.
Yeah, for free.
For 3 months only.
So yeah, that's what I got.
Promo code YBR if you want $50 instantly when you sign up.
That's like the people who buy the coupon books thinking that there's $10,000 worth of savings in there, but they have to spend like $250,000 to save $10,000.
Right. And they have like 20 cream and mushroom soup cans.
Yeah.
All right, Tyler, what are yours?
Resolution number 1 for 2025. I just moved into a new house. By the end of the year, I gotta have my light switches figured out.
Oh, that's good.
Holy shit, dude.
In terms of like which switch turns on what light.
what?
Gotcha.
Yeah. I got a couple mystery switches that apparently turn on nothing. I would also like to diagnose what those go to.
I would check and see if they're switches for the outlets.
Yep.
That was my immediate thought. Doesn't seem to change anything.
Did you top and bottom?
Yeah, I plugged lamps in and then turned the lamps on and then just flicked all those mystery switches and then moved the lamps around. And
Okay, so you've diagnosed that.
yeah, I can't figure it out.
I would check outside lights.
Okay. There's one
I
that
don't know why.
Wait,
I would check outside lights.
You could maybe check the fan, the ceiling fan.
Yep, I have checked those. Outside lights, I know which to turn them on. There could be an extra one that turns them on. I haven't
Could
really
be.
looked, but
Garbage disposal's a big one.
don't have
Living
one.
room.
Yep.
Well, maybe they did have one and they took it out, and now that switch is null and void.
That's true.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just, I'm trying to help you out.
I think I might have to pull off the cover, get behind the hood a little bit.
Oh God,
risky.
it's
Yeah. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Yeah. Take her for a run. Just follow. Just follow the.
God, I
red
can't
and
see back
black
there. I
and
got to
white.
move these
Yep.
wires out of the way. Hand me a butter knife.
You could first off see if they're hot. You get one of them
Mhm.
little.
The tester deal.
Yeah, a little tester deal.
Mhm.
Great excuse to get a tester deal.
I could also just wear rubber gloves.
Yeah,
There
go
we
ahead.
go.
Try it out,
That'll,
Tyler.
they can't go through rubber, right? That's the rules.
Yeah.
Electricity knows the rules.
Just put a
Yeah.
put a magnum on each finger.
yeah, yeah, or just one, and I'll just fucking Patrick Star it.
Yeah, just dolphin fin it.
Yeah.
Well, good luck.
Thank
I
you.
mean,
I'm
you're now
gonna
on a
need it.
journey.
Yeah,
That's gonna require some work.
it
put
is.
in, too.
There's an area
it's
that's like mudroom and then sort of split level, and there's like 7 light switches in that just little area. It's like holy
We could raise the
shit.
stakes. You know, like if you don't figure out what they're for by December 31st, 2025, you have to do something.
We taser you.
Taser, you could do like, you have to get a divorce, you know?
Why do I have to
No,
have stakes on
No,
mine?
he has got to sell the house.
You guys got no stakes on yours.
Well, ours.
Well, if I
were
get hard for
harder.
in one day in 75, I gotta.
There's
restart.
stakes with that. And mine, if I don't just go through the right process of starting the process of thinking of kid, I could just have an Irish twins, you know?
You could. I think
Yeah,
the
he could just
math
have- I think
that's
doesn't add
passed.
up.
He
Yeah.
could just.
I could have 2 under 2, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He could just have spur of the moment sex too, and then.
Ugh.
That'd be
Yeah.
terrible.
Gross.
That'd be terrible.
So.
You know?
Icky.
Yeah. My second resolution.
Sorry. Last point on that. You check the breaker box. If there's
Yes.
switches that are flipped off.
I did that. There are,
Okay.
but it's for like we have a kitchen upstairs and a kitchen downstairs, and the breakers that are off are for the oven downstairs. And
Mm.
so I'm afraid to turn it on because the oven's really old. But I'll turn it on and let you guys know.
Boom.
Yeah, yeah.
No, like everyone's out of the house. You like used a 100-foot pole to like
Mhm.
flip the switch just to test it.
What's your next resolution?
Also, it has something to do with the house. The lady that lived there before left us a shit ton of bird feeders, and I've been filling those bad boys up. I got to learn some birds. In
Mhm.
2025, I want to learn what bird I'm looking
Okay,
at.
well, you got to call Charlie Barons. He'll have an app for you.
Yeah, he has an app?
Yeah, there's an app
Yeah.
where you can like take a
Ooh.
photo of a bird and it'll tell
Yeah.
you what it is.
Forget the name of it.
Coolest bird I ever saw, Tyler, back in
Merlin.
my childhood days. Painted bunting.
No idea.
Look that up, Jarrett. You're
love
gonna see
bunting.
some really cool birds.
Yeah, I've seen I think it's a pileated woodpecker with the big red head. That's the cool.
Wow.
Oh, that is sweet.
Gorgeous.
That
Hell
thing,
yeah,
that thing
dude.
was sick.
That makes me 75 hard.
Dude, that's getting me bricked up for bird
How
watching.
cool is that? A lot of Orioles, a lot of hummingbirds,
Yeah, one of them.
and then we got cats, and they started eating all of them, so then none of
Mhm.
them came back.
So you want to do birds and light switches.
birds and light switches so far.
Also, do you think Tyler bought a new house? All of his resolutions are like him just
Yeah,
bragging about getting a new
I just
house.
moved into a new house. There's a lot of shit to do. And
I'm
this
just
this
kidding.
actually rolls
Not to
perfectly
brag.
into my third one. My third resolution for 2025 is I want to replace a friend.
Oh,
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
First of all, we're not friends.
Okay.
You
Yeah,
are my
'cause-
employee.
Because you've been replaced.
What do you like?
No, because I moved away from all my friends. And so I'm going to need to make at least one new friend in the area, but I'm at the capacity I have for friends. So I'm going to have to kick someone out.
Didn't
You
you?
won't have to kick anyone out. They'll just fall off.
Okay.
You live an hour away from them now. You just won't ever fucking see them again.
Yeah. So once someone's going to fall off and I need to replace them, with a new person closer to me.
You got any vibes on what you're looking for?
So I don't know if it counts, but right now the front runner is my brother-in-law.
Yeah, but
that's risky business.
Yeah.
but he's like he's already in the. I don't think that counts.
That's why I'm not sure if it counts.
So you're going for because this is a chance to start over.
It is.
Like you have a friend group right now, and you don't have to pick someone for your friends that's like them. And you could maybe start a new chapter of your life, Tyler.
Yeah. I know. I mean, I think the big thing I want is a fishing buddy.
You don't have any of those?
I have one, but he lives an hour away now.
Well, he could drive to you. You're in Lakes Country now.
Could. Yeah.
In the middle.
But I need a buddy that I can text on a Saturday afternoon. You want to go fishing, and you can.
When are you going to be available on a random Saturday afternoon with 3 kids, probably 4 on the way already?
No.
When are you going to be able to do that? Let's be realistic.
No, I was just telling Ryan this on the Double Bogey show the other day. It's actually great now that the oldest one is 5 and can do shit. It's the perfect excuse for me to go fishing if I just bring him with, because he likes doing that stuff too.
That's gonna be tough. Finding a buddy who wants to go fishing with your kid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, might have to do the brother-in-law actually at this point.
Well, if I find someone else with a kid, right now I met my next door neighbors. They have 3 kids that are all just 1 year older than my 3 kids. But I haven't vibed this guy out yet. I don't know if I like him.
You gotta start vibing.
I do.
Yeah, you gotta
go over to his house and just start vibing him.
Don't say anything.
Vibe him up and down. Vibe him hard. Vibe him soft.
See if he likes the feel of it.
Go vibe him fast and slow, up and down, the whole thing. That should be your news, Red. Just start vibing, guys.
Okay.
Plenty of ways to do it.
Well, good luck finding a new friend.
Thanks.
I wish I had that type of gear. I'm not currently in the market for any new friends.
Yeah. I mean, I wasn't when I was here.
This is not to call you out or anything, but what? No,
every fucking time.
No, I just want to throw this out there. There was a time, I don't know, it was like 6 months ago where I can't remember what we were talking about, but didn't you say that you just don't want to meet anybody anymore? Like you don't want to make any new friends.
Yeah,
you did say
that's why I put replace on this. I don't want.
See, that's what I got to take a little note out of your book.
Yeah,
that's good. I got to take something from that.
I don't want more friends. I just want to have a new one.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like it.
Jared?
What was it? I want to go to a conference or convention and do nothing.
What do you mean by do nothing?
So,
what's the level of nothing we're talking about?
Like, I want to go to a convention and then you don't really listen to the presenters. You just care about where you're eating that night with other people. Because every conference and convention I've gone to, I've had to work it with the news or whatever. So
I can send you to a convention. You got one in mind?
I have nothing in mind right now.
But it also doesn't make me want to send you to a convention if you're not going to learn anything.
Right.
If
I
you're
might
do
learn
nothing.
the local
But
cuisine.
he gets to check off a resolution. New year, new Jared.
Yeah, never mind. You're doing that on your own time.
Well, it could be a good networking opportunity as well.
That's
It's not really necessarily what you're going to learn at the convention. It's the people you're going to meet, because it's not what you know, it's who you know.
But networking is a thing, and he's doing nothing.
That's true.
He's gaming where he's going to eat with the boys that night. You know, are they in a recreational state? I guarantee that's the first Google search he'll make. Catch my drift?
I mean, I do know what you're saying, because it was very similar. Like when I was playing football and you'd get hurt, right? Obviously you want to be playing, but the next best thing was being able to be at the game on the sideline, part of the team, but not have to be stressed about if you're doing a good job.
Right, yeah, it'll be fun.
It's kind of that same feeling. You're kind of like, well, I can't fuck something up today.
Right, yeah, exactly.
I can't blow a block and have the quarterback's head taken off.
Yep.
So I'm chilling. I'm just gonna stand here and smoke and joke with red shirts.
Drink Gatorade.
Yeah, drink Gatorade.
Mm-hmm.
Pop your head into the huddle once in a while just to show that you're being a good leader.
Mm-hmm. Or just have the headset draped over your neck. It's not even on.
Yeah.
Make it look like you're busy.
Yeah, smack a couple helmets.
Did you guys do signs, or how did you get your signals from the sideline?
Yeah, when I was there, where they had the picture boards.
You could be a picture board guy.
No. That requires being locked in.
Mm.
Yeah, Connor
That's-
Stallions will sniff that out immediately.
You don't want that job. You actually have to be paying attention.
That's unfortunate.
You want to be injured enough to where, you're not miserable, but also not having to get assigned any other jobs.
Mm-hmm. Tweak your knee.
Concussion. Perfect.
My other one is beat my half marathon time from last year. That was 3 hours and 10 minutes. So I think
You got it,
I think I
Jared.
can do it.
Do 75 hard with Ryan. Rush
just in
that.
time.
Oh yeah, wait. What was the fiasco with your half marathon again?
Did you eat like Chinese food the night
Yep,
before?
Panda Express the night before.
Did you puke?
No, I didn't puke.
You
I was
just were
just-
lethargic
Because like around mile 9, I was walking pretty much.
because your
bad.
goal was what?
It's like 2 hours, 50 minutes, and it was 3 hours, 10 minutes. So it was a 20-minute difference.
That's gonna be so easy.
Yeah. So I want to get like around 2 hours, 50 minutes. So we'll see.
I think
We
you're
should
good.
start running together.
Hmm.
We should have a little run club.
You would outrun me.
No, I got a bum knee. I've ran 2 miles in the last 12 years.
My other one is I want to try to retire this year. See how that goes.
You're just gonna try.
I'm gonna try.
Okay.
Yeah. Make enough money so I can retire.
Couple thousand Xers.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
Prize picks.
yeah.
I think you just had the same goals as Ryan, but worded differently.
Pretty much. And my last one is I want to use the phrase "canary in the coal mine" in a sentence correctly.
I don't know what it means.
It means
Like-
like there's danger ahead.
I thought it meant there's like something beautiful in a shitty place.
No, it's like I googled it. It's like there's
Hmm.
danger up ahead because I like that phrase a lot and I want to use it correctly.
Canary in a coal mine.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Huh. I've always understood that phrase as like a really good looking girl in a group of disgusting guys.
Which is danger ahead.
Fair.
I mean, that's a dangerous situation.
Huh.
Mhm.
Dangerous for who?
Yeah, exactly. So,
So you feeling good about this year, or
Yeah,
I
he's
think
trying to retire.
I think I can hit 50% of them, potentially 75.
so when's the half marathon?
Late May.
You gotta start trading now.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, you got time. dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get you going like
Biggest thing,
March,
get a nice pair of
February.
running shoes.
I got those.
And also, you bet if you want to retire this year, you better have been pumping the S&P 500 full 20 years ago,
Yeah,
We're doing that.
best time to hit the S&P is 20 years ago.
or now.
He doesn't need to retire. He's just gonna try to.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna try to.
Okay.
Yeah. Play the Powerball.
Mega Million, yeah, or the Powerball, whatever they call it.
Right. See what happens.
Yeah, all you got to do is buy a lottery ticket, and that is you trying to retire.
That's true. Or if I just step foot in a casino,
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
that's a good idea.
Well, you'd have to gamble at least a little.
Yeah, I can gamble naturally.
All right. So we got 2025 all set in stone.
Mm-hmm.
Big year ahead of us.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of goals.
Huge year. This is maybe the most goals we've ever had.
I think it's up there.
So what are we shooting for? 51% this year, majority.
Mm-hmm.
Beat last year.
Yeah, we can do it.
Hey, that's
Really shooting high.
That's-
1% better.
that's
That's what they say. 1% better every year.
and at 100 years old, you'll be great.
It'll be 100%.
Mm-hmm.
That should be that's our group resolution. Beat next year or beat this year.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do we have any group resolutions for the podcast?
I don't think we ever have.
We could try it. What do you guys think?
4,000 patrons.
It's a
That's
good one.
I think we can get to 5,000.
Yeah.
I think we could too.
Mhm.
So, guys, there we go. New Year's resolution: 5,000 patrons by the end of 2025.
We can do that.
5 for 5.
5 for 25.
5 for 25.
It's kind of like
Applebee's.
It's like Dave's loans he used to take out for payday. 5 for 6. 5 for 25. I think we can do it. So, guys, that's
5
also
for 25 that's the Victoria's Secret undie sale.
We're going for a Victoria's Secret undie sale this year. 5 for
Yeah.
25.
They
The
got the
year of
blue
Victoria's
ball.
Secret. It's the year that the secret gets revealed.
Mhm. So guys, that being said, go check out our Patreon. We got to get to 5,000 this year.
Yeah, we do.
Starting big. And go to patreon.com/youbetcharadio or look us up on the Patreon app. We got all sorts of episodes on there. We got the wives episode on there now.
Mhm.
Road
Trippers, the whole thing. So go check it out, guys, and we're going to take a break. Ryan, you know what's a good New Year's resolution? Going to oubetcha.com and being smart with your money. Don't go buy one of those expensive canvas vests on other places and times and websites. You got to go to oubetcha.com and buy a high quality, affordable canvas vest, which is what we got. $39.99 on the website, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes.
$39.99 plus we got all sorts of other merch on there, even the hat that I'm wearing. So go check it out. You probably didn't get what you wanted for Christmas, so go to youbetcha.com and treat yourself.
All right, how many beers does the vest fit in it?
I got 7 in it.
Okay, I
Hell
bet I
yeah.
could beat that.
We could stretch it too.
I mean, if you instead of putting your belt through your belt loops, you could just put it around your vest and then
Yeah.
just pack the inside of your vest.
hey,
So then you could probably fit a whole rack of beers. in
beers
there.
float too, so it's basically like a life jacket.
So basically,
much.
it's just a beer corset.
Yeah, but yeah.
You know,
You know how like when you guys would, I don't know, you pick up baseballs when you're younger, you like
take your shirt.
take your shirt and you put them right in here. It's the
Could do
same,
that.
same
Yeah.
thing. Beers in the vest.
So 7+ we'll say beers.
yeah,
Yeah, minimum of 7.
So go check it out, guys. All right. We have a few patron questions to kick off the new year. Jared?
We do. Nutra Grain Bartender asks, since I had a kid, being hungover is 3 times as bad. What are the cheat codes to being a hungover dad?
Tyler, you're probably the most experienced.
The number one cheat code is live close to a grandparent. Dump those kids off
That's a good one.
ASAP as possible.
wide load coming through.
Dump truck.
Yep.
Dump do the old dump truck.
Because there's no escaping it if you can't get rid of those kids. They're loud. They are excited. They are not hungover in the morning. So they don't understand
Excellent.
what the hell you're going through. They'll be jumping on your bed, loud as shit.
Now
So
the question is, are the hangovers bad just because he had kids, or is he just drinking more because he now has kids?
Yeah.
He did say.
It's a chicken or the egg situation.
I think the answer to that is just yes.
Mhm.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's all I needed.
Yeah. What I would say is find yourself a project that's not really a project and just complain about how you wish you were dealing with the kid, but instead I got to work on this project.
I'd love to hang out all day with
Mhm.
the kids, honey, but
I'm all stacked up,
Like-
I got to write some scripts for these videos this week and I'm stacked up like cordwood in there.
I gotta mow the lawn, but the lawnmower's broken, so I'm gonna have to use the weed whacker for the whole lawn. And the weed whacker won't start.
Yeah, and then she's like, I haven't seen you weed whack anything. You're like, I had to re-spool all the cord on it. Just keep kicking the can down the road.
Yep.
Yeah, just say you have to go mow the lawn at work, or I gotta go to work to work on these scripts. Like there's couches here.
Yeah.
There's 3 of them.
Hey, we've used this before. Pawn it off on your boss. Like, Miles needs me to come in today.
Yeah.
And then just take a nap on the office couch.
Mhm.
Yeah. You could also tag team. It's like, hey, if we're going to drink tonight, tomorrow we're going to take shifts with the kid.
Yeah.
30 minutes on.
You take
30 minutes
6
off.
a.m. to 6 p.m. and I'll take bedtime.
You take daytime, I'll take
Well, no,
nighttime.
you go 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. You'll take 6 p.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah.
Perfect. 12-hour shifts.
12-hour shifts.
Yeah.
You take the kids in the light, and I'll take the kids in the dark.
And kids get wild at night,
Yeah. I know you don't want to do bath and bedtime, so I'll take care of that.
Yeah. It just happens to be June when it's light out until 10.
What I actually do if I don't have a grandparent available, all good parenting goes out the window. It is a movie day. It
like at
is-
school.
It is movie day until I'm feeling okay.
That's why Steve Jobs invented the iPad, Tyler.
I don't do that, but I don't have an iPad at
good on
home.
you, Tyler.
Here
Yeah.
we
Gotta
go.
get that iPad.
Good on you, Tyler.
He's got a Nintendo Switch instead. You know, like what the fuck?
No, I've done,
See, that's the way we're at, though. Anytime anyone mentions iPad and kid, the chemistry in the room gets weird because it's become this like stigma.
no,
You know what I mean?
No, I know exactly what you mean. For
like
sure.
if you like there are closeted iPad parents out there. You know that there
Oh,
is. And because society's like they like have to go like like
You gotta
Ryan's
go in hiding.
Yeah, like Ryan's neighbor's got to smoke his cigars out the back door of the garage because he doesn't want anyone to see him.
Yep.
Parents are giving their kids iPads and then acting like they don't. You know that's happening.
For sure.
dude, the kids, they go nuts. Like, I've given my kids iPad or a phone to play on before. And then
what?
And then you give it to
In
them?
2024
Yeah.
/ 2025?
Dude, they turn into Gollum trying to get the One Ring. They turn feral over this iPad.
And if you try and take it away,
dude, they spaz. They'll bite your
that's
finger
why you don't
off.
even start.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's just as funny though. You could see any mention of the iPad. Just
true.
oh god, I don't want people to think I'm an iPad parent.
It's
And you're not alone. Everyone
no,
does that.
I know. It's
Yeah,
just they're
And then the generations above us are like, what's so fucking wrong? We used to stick you in front of the TV.
I used to watch
out
like
fine.
6 hours of TV
Hell
a
yeah.
day back in.
SpongeBob on for 4 hours
Yeah.
a day on Nickelodeon.
Yep.
Mhm.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, I was gonna say, movie day.
Uh-huh.
We're gonna play who can lay down the longest.
Simon says, "Close your eyes and be really quiet."
and don't open them for another 3 hours.
If you take a nap for 3 hours, you can have a cookie later
You can have
when it's
the
your
whole
mom's
jar.
shift. Yeah.
Also, a little I don't know how to say it. You little visit Ryan's college buddies right away in the morning.
Ooh.
So then you're just zoned out a
You
little
know where
bit.
my college buddies live?
I've heard rumors.
Jesus.
Yeah, one lives in Washington or some shit. He
Yeah.
told me.
Yes, he does.
Peanut butter.
Really? You're waking and baking and taking care of your kids?
Yeah, well, you can microdose a little steady Eddie,
Ooh.
get you back to zero, and then you
Isn't that funny? He's all worried about people thinking he's an iPad parent, but he's like, yeah, I fucking wake and bake. Like, what world are we living in right now?
Peak parenting is hungover. You wake up feeling like shit. You pop an edible and then play magnet tiles for 4 hours. It's
Dude,
fucking
those magnet
awesome.
tiles. I can fucking build a really good structure with magnet
Dude,
tiles.
we built some car ramp with magnet tiles the last
Mhm.
time I did this. It was awesome, dude.
Yep.
It's just so funny where we're at. In what world are we living in?
Up and down.
We got
Right.
iPad parents, then we got weed parents.
They're like, yeah, their parents are like, so I wake up, I do microdose some shrooms. Then I fucking had some cayenne pepper, orange juice concoction. Then I usually like to, do a 1E to take the edge off. Then I take care of my kids. But fuck, I would never give in an iPad.
My kids don't turn feral when I take an edible.
What I think might seem that way.
They're actually way cooler.
Yeah. Way wavier.
Ryan, what do you
great
do when
advice,
you're
though.
hungover parenting?
I just book a hotel room that night. Yeah, I'm out on business. Gonna hotel, or I gotta be at a hotel at 11. So see you around like 11:30 noon tomorrow. I've actually never done it, but I've always strived to do it one night. Like if I am in the right mood, that being the canvas vest at OEBetcha.com $39.99 right now. If that's on, I may look at booking a hotel room that night. Just so I can wake up whenever I want. I can have, blackout shades, you name it. That seems to be the mood.
Continental breakfast.
Continental breakfast. I can get up and I don't even have to make breakfast for myself. And then what I can do is I can get some Tupperwares or some to-go boxes and bring breakfast home for my kids.
Oh,
You know what my favorite
like a
thing
waffle.
in the world is
What?
if I'm at a hotel and I'm hungover, just going to the snack area at the hotel and just charging shit to my room.
Out of sight, out of mind.
I love charging shit to the room
Mhm.
because it's like it was free.
You,
Oh yeah.
you love doing that before you're hungover too.
I kind of just like doing it all the time.
Yeah.
I'm a huge charge it to my room guy when I'm at hotels.
We've told this story several times. But where were we? We were hammered and walking back
Mitchell,
into
South Dakota.
Mitchell,
Oh, yeah,
South
yeah.
Dakota. We walk in and Miles points at the snack cupboard. He's like, "Boys, on me tonight."
Charge it to the room.
Yep.
Yeah, you don't even have to pay for it. It's
Yeah.
crazy how that works.
Ramen noodles and
Snicker bars.
Yeah, plus my accountant thinks it was just an extra like fee charged to whatever.
Little
hotel.
ancillary
Yeah.
fee.
Then I don't have to answer to say, why did you spend $46.99 on Hot Pockets at 2 a.m. at this hotel?
Well,
You
you,
know,
well,
you know, you gotta
you all
answer
accidentally opened the Fiji water bottle.
Yeah.
Right
those
in
got
the room. You're like,
sensors.
I bumped it.
God. Yeah, I accidentally just touched it and they charged me $47.99.
Yeah. Dads are really protective over like those magnet snack bars in the hotel room. Like,
Oh,
do
yeah.
not even look at it.
Oh yeah.
I did one time. They had a thing of gummy bears at this hotel,
Oh fuck.
and me and Ann chowed them down. And then I looked at the statement, and those gummy bears were like $14.
Yeah, it was probably like
So gummy
fun
wares
size.
beware.
God.
That was a mistake.
yeah.
Jack Shotgun.
Hmm.
Would you rather have a rewind button for your life or a pause button?
Pause.
Yeah.
pause for
One
sure.
100%. Because there's no song about I'd like to go back. There's none of that. It's always don't blink.
Sure.
Or if I went back, I wouldn't change a thing.
Mhm.
You know?
Well, doesn't Kenny Chesney sing a song, I Go Back?
I go back to the moon,
Yeah.
50-yard line,
true.
blanket a girl, some raspberry wine. That never fucking happened, too, by the way. Never once did Kenny Chesney go on the 50-yard line with a blanket, a girl, and some raspberry wine. Never once did he do that.
Well, if he did, he's probably
Yeah, it was probably
underage
UV
drinking.
blue.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got
Or
that
he was
wrong.
underage drinking.
Or his song Keg in the Closet. You know how warm that keg would be? You're just keeping a keg in the closet?
Yeah.
Has Kenny Chesney ever drank for real?
What do you mean?
All of his songs seem ridiculous.
Mhm.
That's
I think
true.
he's just making shit up.
Yeah, he's thinking that's how it always
Yeah.
like how it is.
It's like the
just not,
4-year-old
though.
version where he says boobs feel like bags of sand.
Which they
Yeah.
do. So I don't know why everyone has such a stink about that movie.
And he's never sandbagged in his life.
Yeah.
You know?
Hmm.
He's
He's a fraud, maybe.
I don't even know if it's raspberry wine. What do you get raspberry wine?
Well,
Maybe.
there's a song called Raspberry
so
Wine.
either
Strawberry wine.
Strawberry
either-
wine.
either he is like 15 doing this, and a 15-year-old, your alcohol of choice is raspberry
Wow.
wine.
Hey,
Yeah.
beggars can't be choosers at
Yeah.
15. Maybe that's all
And
you
it
Could be
raid.
Boone's
You're like,
Farm.
okay,
Yeah.
yeah, a 15-year-old wouldn't pick up a bottle of raspberry wine from his plug. So he's 21 years old and he's going to the 50-yard line of his high school and drinking raspberry wine with
Fucking
someone.
loser.
that-
What's
yeah,
going on,
That's insane.
Kenneth Chesney?
Kenneth Chesneth.
Kenneth Chesneth. Yeah, that's good.
So, anyways,
Yeah. 2 fun facts.
I don't even remember what the question was.
Pause or
Pause or
rewind.
rewind.
Oh yeah,
Pause
let's
it
pause
for
all
sure.
day.
I've actually thought about that a bunch. Like how, if I went back in time, how I could make sure I still end up with my kids. It's like there's so many things you'd have to do right. You know?
We can just rewind to yesterday too. It doesn't
That's
have to
true.
be 10.
But like if I'm thinking of this as like if you rewind back to consciousness.
Yeah.
Rewind
You
back
could
to
just
back
like
to,
rewind like 10 minutes.
rewind back to sushi.
I wasn't
night last
aware of
week.
the rules.
Yeah, if you're gonna use a rewind though, you got to make it worth it. You got to go back to like
15 minutes.
you got to go back to like state wrestling, state championship or something.
Well, Jared's trying to retire. He's got to watch the Powerball numbers, then go back 12
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah.
Wouldn't that be funny? Tyler goes back, he's like, if I just did this one thing in that state championship match, I would have fucking won. And then he goes and does it and still doesn't win. Still doesn't win. You just rewind for nothing.
I'm assuming you get unlimited rewinds, or maybe I don't know.
No, you just get one. You just get one.
One pause.
It's like Click. The
Great movie.
Yeah, it is. One of the all-time greats.
Yeah, it's good.
Better than Quiet Place.
What's the fun facts?
No, it's not.
What is the fun facts?
2 New Year's Eve fun facts. According to the National Insurance Crime Bureau, New Year's Day consistently ranks as the holiday with the highest number of vehicle thefts. For instance, in 2019, there were 2,320 vehicles stolen on New Year's Day, making it the top day for car thefts during the holiday season.
Hey.
The NICB reported that the 94 Honda Accord was the most stolen vehicle.
This is a 94 Honda. How dare you?
Yeah.
New year,
I'm
new
trying
car.
to think of why this is the case.
Hey, new year, new car.
No, but why?
Well-
why do you think that is the case?
There's probably a lot of people leaving their cars at the establishments
Yep,
overnight.
Mm,
I looked
because
into
it's
it.
the cool, one of the coolest holidays.
Wait, so you foresaw that question,
Mm-hmm.
and what was the answer?
It was a lot of traffic out at night, and then there's not many like cops in the morning, or as many as the night
Yep.
shift.
Yep, they all stayed up too late, watched the ball drop,
Yep.
miss their shift.
Yeah. Totally. So that's basically why.
Got it.
Yep.
That's a fun fact. Honda Accord. I gotta I gotta get my hands on a 94 Accord.
It would be a funny just like experiment. We were an experimental podcast to buy a 94 Honda Accord and just leave it at a bar with the doors unlocked and the keys in it just to see if it gets stolen.
Yeah, and like just like a briefcase in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, that says do not open.
Yeah. Yeah.
Julius Caesar was the first to declare January 1st a national holiday. He named the month after Janus, the Roman god of doors and gates. Janus had two faces, one looking forward and one looking back. Caesar felt that a month named after this god would be fitting.
Because you then looking back at last year and looking forward to the next year.
Mhm.
Smart guy, that guy.
Mhm.
Who was it? Julius Caesar?
Mm-hmm.
July's named after him.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Say it. Say it.
No.
Say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
Say
It's
it.
dumb, you guys. It's a new year. I don't say dumb shit anymore because I am hard in the mind.
Well, for 75 days, you're hard.
For 75 days.
Yeah.
Okay.
I get it.
Is that it, Jared?
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, Happy New Year. Thanks for tuning in to the New Year episode. May your resolutions come true, and may your 75 be hard as a rock. Cheers, Ryan.
Oh, you betcha, yeah.
I've been taking these shots in the morning. It's just one shot. It's like turmeric ginger.
No, fuck you.
No, it's homemade. It's a
No,
homemade
I know,
concoction.
but you started doing that?
Yeah.
We're losing them. You know who else used to take those? Fucking. He's going to be CrossFitting again in no time.
Oh my god, yeah.
You thought about it?
This is all CrossFit behavior.
He's gonna wear Reebok.
Are you recording right now?
Yeah.
Yeah. This little section might have to go in it. You're going to be CrossFitting in no time. How many EMOMs you got scheduled in your 75 hard?
Well, one a day for 45 minutes, and then the other one is walking outside. I tend to get into shit that is easily talked about.
Okay.
You know.
I actually hope you get back into
You
CrossFit.
mean like he's like mainstream? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
He's like mainstream gimmick guy. He's not gonna go fucking find elderberries in the woods and do something. He's just gonna be like, all right, what are all of the snake oil salesman health people saying right now? I'm gonna do that stuff.
Please get back at CrossFit, go to a competition and tell us when it is so we can come watch.
I would like to watch you.
Yeah, I've done a couple CrossFit
Let's
competitions.
go, Brian! Lift!
Harder.
Get hard!
Bend your knees.
I will tell you one thing though, when I
Keep pushing, Ryan! Keep pushing!
E-mobs or whatever it is.
Don't burn your grip out! Don't burn that grip out! Stay relaxed, breathe!
Don't panic.
Don't think about how you can't breathe! Put more chalk on! Chalk! The answer is always more chalk! Yeah, those are just some of the things I would yell at your CrossFit competition.
I can climb a rope pretty fucking fast though. I will tell you that because I went from obstacle course racing into CrossFit, and I could touch the ceiling immediately. I can hook, do the foot hook. You ever seen that?
Mhm.
I've seen it.
If you haven't, I'll show you sometime.
What about a Tough Mudder? Would you do it?
Yeah, obstacle course racing. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I can't run that far.
Mm.
I shouldn't say I can't run that far. I don't really want to run that
Choose
far
not
right
to.
now. Yeah.
Tough mutters are kind of a racket.
Do you want to hear another thing I did the other day? And this is preventative. This is preventative for getting sick. My whole household is sick. So I did something the other day I saw online.
The breathing.
No, what about the breathing?
If you're around people that are sick, you do like 30 ridiculously deep breaths and it activates your adrenaline, and then your adrenaline releases like antibodies into your body, so then you fight off the sickness if your body were to bring it in.
No,
That's boring.
I haven't. No, I that's not what I
I
did.
watched
But
one Huberman clip.
that does sound. It sounds like something I could do.
He was even saying, he's like, yeah, if I'm on the airplane and someone next to me coughs, I just fucking do it. I'm like, can you imagine sitting next to someone?
That's insane. I got the crock pot out. Cut seven
Oh, I know
lemons
you-
in half cup apple cider vinegar,
Oh, that's a lot.
half cup honey. What was it? I don't know, like one ginger root cut up, minced, and the rest water. And then I put some cinnamon sticks in there too. Put it on the saute mode, got her boiling, and just filled the house with nice fragrance.
I thought you were gonna. I've seen people.
Are you drinking it?
Actually, I for what didn't evaporate into the air, threw in a mason jar. Been taking a shot of that too, so 2 shots a day. Not of espresso either.
Yeah.
I saw people they're taking they'll take a regular candle and melt it down,
I've
and
seen
then
that.
and then shovel some Vicks vapor,
Yep,
mix it in the candle, put it back in the jar, let it re-solidify.
That's a good idea.
I've seen that.
actually.
That's a good idea. You got to replace the wick in there
Yep.
too.
Yep.
Yeah, all kinds of good ideas out there. Just online quick. Thought I'd try it out. We were watching Frosty the Snowman while I was doing that too. It's kind of a vibe actually. The Christmas tree's still
Making
up.
it sounds like a potion, like a witch's brew.
Yeah.
Well, and then I
Growing
took
out
the
loud.
I took the fan from my kid, the little that octopus tripod deal there.
Oh,
You can
Joby.
wrap it around. I got one of them type deals for my kid's stroller fan, and hooked the fan up behind the crock pot and just blew it all out in the living room.
Smart man.
Oh yeah, because I didn't want my cabinets above to get moist,
Yeah, that's the worst.
Yeah. And I own the house, so then I'd have to replace it myself. It's not just like I could call the landlord.
You are the landlord.
So that's what I've been. That's what I got going on lately. That's what I've been up to.
You've been watching a lot of TikToks though.
A fair amount.
I can tell.
I can tell.
Yeah, fair amount.
All right.
Ryan goes on 75, hard climbing up that fitness chart. Sweat like rivers down his face, pushing till he finds his pace. Tyler fumbles with the light, switches wrong, left, right, darkness darkness there, blinding flare. Can't find the twilight anywhere. Crazy days, wild displays, resolutions in a maze. Canary in the coal mine sings to signal all the things. Miles with his Rubik's Cube, twisting colors, making moves. Patterns dance beneath his hands, solving life while he still stands. iPad kids tap their screens, lost in digital machines. World of pixels in their eyes, missing out on clear blue skies. Eiler fumbles with the light switches, wrong, left, right. Darkness there, blinding flare. Can't find the twilight anywhere. Crazy days, wild displays, resolutions in a maze. Canary in the coal mine sings to signal all the things. Mine's now a modern dummy. She finds peace and simple bliss. Plows the fields and milks the cows, living green a solemn vow. Crazy days, wild displays, resolutions in a maze. Canary in the coal mine sings to signal all the things. Miles with his Rubik's Cube, twisting colors, making moves. Patterns dance beneath his hands, solving life while he still stands. iPad kids tap their screen, twisting colors, making moves. Patterns dance beneath his hands, solving life while he still stands. iPad kids tap their screen, twisting colors, making moves. Patterns dance beneath his hands, solving life while he still stands. iPad kids tap their screens, lost in digital machines. World of pixels in their eyes, missing out on clear blue skies. Ryan's now a modern hermit. She finds peace and simple bliss. Plows the fields and milks the cows, living green a solemn vow. Ryan's now a modern Amish. She finds peace and simple bliss. Plows the fields and milks the cows, living green a solemn vow.
Tips for getting better at ice fishing. I'm terrible at setting my hook, but I keep telling my husband I'm going to catch more fish than him this year. Lost 3 fish just this past weekend. 30 years old, female, 4'10", size 7 shoe. No banana for reference.
4'10"?
4'10", little gal.
Wow.
I mean, it's
That is-
got to be tough to set the hook when most of the fish are taller than you.
Really, Tyler. Now you're going to insult somebody's height.
No, I'm just,
It's
facts,
not her.
facts
she
are
was,
facts,
She was
Ryan.
born like that.
Yeah, facts are.
4'10".
She was born probably way shorter than that.
Probably.
I feel like every girl that's 4'10" is spunky.
They got a little attitude to them.
You know?
Yeah, I know. I
Do
think
you know
that
what I'm
checks
talking
for
about?
sure.
I feel like women who are 4'10" are they're just a ball of spunk.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
I don't
she
know.
really wants to beat her husband at
I
fishing.
don't know
bet
if I've
you.
ever met a 4'10" woman who's like Eeyore, you know?
No.
Not like a wah wah. They're always full of energy.
Yeah. Tips to get better at ice fishing.
Yeah, I think we should defer to Ryan here.
Well-
you are the most trained ice fisherman in this
Mhm.
podcast studio right now.
Yeah. And it sounds like she's getting bites.
Yeah.
That's step number 1 is to just
I think
go
you
where
got,
the fish are.
I mean,
at.
she's probably like maybe trying to set the hook too early.
Yeah, too early or too hard. You got to remember how sharp these hooks are. Now, I would assume she's fishing in the U.S. Canada, you have to cut the barbs off your hook. So sometimes you can have fish slip out because the hook can't catch into the lip. Number 1, let them fucking munch on that thing. If you're bobber fishing, count to 30. When that bobber goes underneath the water, start counting to 30 and just let it go.
Okay.
Open up your bail, let her buck, and then at 30, just fucking rip that thing. That's the time for a good hook
Okay,
set.
so how hard? How hard? That's a genuine question because I know I get, especially when I'm trolling, I yank it way too hard because you catch it out of nowhere.
And I think that's fine. Ice fishing is a little bit, I guess it depends on what you're fishing too. If you're fishing like perch and crappies have like paper mouths. So if you set the hook too hard, then you're just going to rip it right out of their lips.
Literally ripping lips.
Literally ripping lips. Like,
well, give us a comparison,
let's see.
Like Charlie Barron says, when you're driving in the winter, you should be driving carefully enough so it's if someone's filleting a walleye in the front seat, he doesn't give himself an accidental circumcision. That's what Charlie says. Like, yeah, I got in a comparison like that,
Okay, and here's the best I can do in terms of like how hard to set the hook. And I still do this to this day. Let's say you're at church and the pastor says, "Please rise." If you got you're 4'10", you probably got some spunk. You're probably gonna have a little pep in your step when you stand up. Use that same cadence when you set the hook. So make sure the line's tight, and then just stand up with your rod, and there's your hook set right there.
Okay, that's actually
really
pretty good advice.
It seemed to work for me.
You do it how she would do it, not how your grandpa would do it, right? This is your grandpa setting the hook then?
Okay. We're not talking like a double knee replacement or hip replacement.
No,
we're
talking like
fresh.
Please rise, and you're just like,
yes, maybe a little bit faster.
Faster?
Ryan flies out of his seat at church.
Okay, so let's say I feel the nimble, line's getting taut.
Okay. Now you're gonna have to watch the video up and at him.
Feel for that. And don't.
Yeah, it's maybe more like you're asleep in the pew at church.
Yeah.
And then you come to and realize everyone's already standing.
Okay.
That's about how fast.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I like
Don't
it.
slow-mo that, Tyler, because that will screw the cadence up.
I wasn't planning on it.
And keep it real time.
I'm gonna post this whole podcast in half speed.
That would be. You watch it in 2x. Be normal.
Up and Adam asks.
That's the best advice I got.
Yeah.
Be on top of fish. Standing up at church.
Guys, if you want more You Betcha Radio, you got to check out our Patreon. You got to go to patreon.com/You Betcha Radio or look us up on the app, and we have hundreds of hours of other episodes on there that you can't get unless you're signed up. So you got to check us out on Patreon. You Betcha Radio, baby.